Well, good news. I've made a lot of progress. Let me show you around. This is upstairs, and I have so much floor space. The carpet's already been ripped up to show the beautiful floors that I'm feeling really good about. A lot of work has been done in my bathroom. It's all being updated and cleaned up. And this is the old master bedroom. Used to be a room that the renters lived in. There was a full room of furniture and very old and dingy carpet. And turn the light on in here, and it's looking so good. I've gotten almost everything out of here. These are just tools and important tools of the trade, like Diet Dr. Pepper, without which none of this progress would be made. That and some green beans, which happen to be my favorite snack, along with all the other work that is going on in here. Got this bathroom that's also been cleared out a whole lot, and it mostly only has tools and building materials in it. You can see we got some holes in the walls, but I also have new light fixtures and new medicine cabinets, and it's looking a whole lot better. I'm going to walk you through the other two bedrooms up here. Most of the hoard is gone, although I still have vestiges. This bedroom is mostly empty. This is what it was looking like just about a week ago. Completely full. We'd stashed a lot of the remaining furniture in here, and I was basically using it as a staging area while the contractors were painting the other bedrooms, and it was really full. This one got a lot of the stuff shoved, but just a couple of days earlier we had the filthy carpet in here still. The fact that I'm just down to one twin bed, some lamps, some cooking utensils, and some random things over here, coffee pots and stuff like that, is a big deal for me because this whole upstairs was pretty hoarded, and I'm excited that I've been able to clear enough space so that workmen can get stuff done up here. I'm going to take you downstairs so you can see a little bit more. I am probably going to get these floors refinished because although they are beautiful, they are looking old and tired right now. I'm going to turn my lights on up here. Sorry about the white balance. I put in new light fixtures in most of the house. I'm trying to decide if I like these new Edison bulbs or not. There was a really dated light fixture up there, and the closet doors have to go back on. I found a lot of things were in disrepair because of my inability to have workmen come in here before. Here's another look at the hardwoods. These ones have not been touched in about 60 years, and so if I have enough money to budget for it, I'm going to get those refinished. The living room is both looking and sounding kind of funny right now because I have a brooder full of little chicks who are covered by a baby gate, and some of my old furniture turned up on its side. I've got a new light fixture in here. There was a 1980s ceiling fan, complete with gold gilding, and mostly just work materials in here. Although you'll notice that in almost every corner, I still have what I call my elephant in the middle of the room, and that is miscellaneous personal items that I'm struggling to let go of and to find homes for. Moving into the kitchen, there has been a lot of painting going on in here, but even though it was cleared out a lot because of my chronic disorganization, even just being here working has led to more mess. Got Wendy's food on the table and my baked potato there. I eat mostly whole food plant-based, so I figure out how to eat that way from even fast food restaurants if I get desperate. In the addition of the house, it's looking a lot more clear. And in the past, this was actually the part of the house that was rented by a lovely renter who was also a hoarder. And so it was completely out of control with his stuff, and he left a lot of it behind, and clearing that out has been a huge job. But again, I still have quite a bit of random personal stuff in here, pieces of furniture that I'm having trouble letting go of and things like that. But today was a really good day because I came up with a strategy for dealing with some of the items that needed to go. And that was that I posted a number of items for free on Facebook Marketplace, and in the description I said these items are free, but in exchange for these free items I'd like to ask that you please bring someone to help me move a couple other items to the curb. And here is my teenage son demonstrating exactly how helpful teens can be when you need to move furniture. So that worked out really, really well. There's going to be all new carpet in here. That's one of the things I'm definitely budgeting for because we were really hard on our carpets. We played hard on them, and my kids were growing up in this house. I've owned the house for 13 or 14 years. I got rid of most of my mason jars today, and that was really hard for me, but I just kept the antique ones and the wide mouth ones that I really like. You can hear my kids are playing downstairs in the basement right now. That is something that is really amazing, and it's kind of hard because I realized that the house was so hoarded that a lot of times they couldn't play in here before. Still have some of the things on my fridge that I love, old pictures of my kiddos, a Bible verse from my grandmother. It's hard to say goodbye to a house, especially with my tendencies to really attach a lot of emotion to things and places. The house represents one really big thing to me in a lot of ways. So these stairs are going to be getting new carpet or being refinished. And now in the lower areas of the house is where you're going to see some of the parts that I've really had trouble unhoarding so far and where I'm still struggling. Here it is during the daytime a couple days ago, and I actually sort of feel like it looks better a few days ago, and that probably means that I stashed more stuff in here, although I think there may be some furniture that I actually got rid of in the meantime, so that's good. But this is so much better than what the house was before. So I have furniture and fans, clothing mixed with electronics, mixed with bedding and furniture and books, along with things that are home decor items. I just have a lot of trouble sorting through some of these things. Photo albums, furniture that I don't know if it's going to go away or not, but I'm working on it. This room is the last room in the house that still has a lot of stuff, but I don't think I've actually shown you guys my garage yet. So hold on to your hats, people. Before I head out to the garage that I'm going to show you, I've got this other bedroom down here. I promised you guys that this house was big. And look, in the closet, I've got baby dresses. Those are like double difficult baby dresses. Those were my baby clothes, and then my daughters wore them. Here they are. So much stuff. Even old textbooks for my children. Sometimes it's hard for me to even let go of things like that. So let's go down to the bottom level of this house. So let's look at it earlier this week first, and this is where I was a couple days ago. I had cleared enough area for the painter to be able to paint the walls and these funny knee walls that are built here, but there's still so much stuff in the middle of the room. I had to deal with all of that. This is kind of an unusual floor plan. It's a 1952 split level now today that is called a 4-level split. It has 4 levels to it. This room was in the last video and it was almost completely hoarded, and we have done so much clearing out. We've gotten rid of so much stuff, and now my daughters are having a ton of fun in here. We just have a little bit of building materials and just like enjoying having the free space and using mattress toppers as gymnastics mats. Nice, Gloria. That's pretty good. Woo! Whoa! That's all right. No, it wasn't. It's fun. So part of me kind of wishes like that we had the space. Woo! Are you okay? Do you guys wish that we'd left this clearer and more open when we lived here before?
No, because I don't know. We had a bunch of mattresses down here and we used to bounce on them.
That's true. That was fun. That was fun. I agree. I'm going to go out to the garage and show everybody the garage, okay? All right, see you in a couple minutes.
Okay. Sounding goody.
Heading out to the garage, we have the laundry room and another bathroom down in here that have sort of become a triage area because this part isn't going to be having much construction on it. So as you can see, almost every corner still has areas that I have my personal items in, and it's really hard for me. And honestly, it's been difficult for the contractors because they've had to work around my stuff. So I would really encourage anybody who is thinking about having construction done to just find ways to try to work on the hoard beforehand, because it makes it a lot easier for the contractors. And just walk with me here while we go in the dark. This is my huge garage out here. But the contractors have had to charge me a lot more money because they had to work around all my junk. And I promised them that I would sort of get rid of stuff, but I basically lied. I didn't mean to lie. We have a really unusual garage situation over here where like one side of the garage is sort of quasi-finished. And yes, I know exactly what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, girl, what the heck are all those globes? The globes are kind of my thing, and they're one of the things I've totally hoarded that I have not been able to get rid of thus far. I love globes. I love vintage globes. I love big globes, and I cannot lie. Some of these have really special history to me. This area of the garage still has a ton of my hoard, my childhood lamp, my balloon man. But I want him to be respected. I want him to have a place of honor. I don't want him to be out here sad in the garage. But I'm going to tell you right now, guys, it's so much better than it was before. I had renters, and I always kept like extra mattresses, although what ended up happening then is that renters would bring their extra mattresses and put them in the garage, and I ended up attracting renters who were hoarders because they knew that I was a really nice landlady and I loved having really nice tenants, and even if they were hoarders, we kind of got along. So it ended up being like a really weird situation where a hoarder sort of begot more hoarding. So some of the stuff in my garage was left there by my renters who were also hoarders, especially one of them who was a sweet, sweet guy, but he had the same problem I did. And we felt so comfortable with each other. Okay, guys, here's the other side of my garage. Yes, the hoard out here is actually significantly diminished too. And I know that's almost impossible to believe, but I've got everything from mid-century modern furniture that's really super cool to light fixtures to clothing to power tools, antiques, bicycles, and so much more. So this is a lot of the property right now, guys. So much work to do still before I can list it, but I'm making progress. So I really want to say thank you so much for supporting me through this. And I feel like you guys are sort of buoying me along. I'm making a lot of daily progress, working really hard to try to get this house on the market and to sort of say a final goodbye to some of the stuff that I spent 14 years hoarding when I was really in many ways unhappy. I loved being a mom and I loved my children, but I was in some other difficult circumstances in my life, and saying goodbye to that era has proven to be so emotional. So thanks for coming along with me on that, and I also appreciate it if you stayed to the end of this because this content is really different and it's much more of a vlog. And so thanks for bearing with me as I figure out like how to even post vlog content. And if it's really stinky, then thanks for still loving me and supporting me. And I will keep updating you guys, and I'll talk to you later.